Hello and welcome back to Motivation for Monday. Thank you so much for joining in. Brooks and I have the best time doing this. And then it's sent to Joy, my daughter, for editing in Atlanta and putting it out. And I hope Joy has a good time doing it too. And we hope you have a good time watching it. One of the things that we talk about and that we think about as we're preparing to do these Monday videos is basically what can we say that really will help people. And so this is what I want us to think about today. We want to make a difference in people's lives. We want to help people. We talked a while back about I'm sorry, I was wrong, powerful phrases. Well, as we think about things in life, I think there's some power in this. And that is to look at our lives and pray about it and say to the Lord and ask people we're close to, say, how can I do more positive things, more good? How can I find more things that are good and do more of that for more people? Because I want to do good. I want to say what was good. That's why, like was talking with Brooks and I, we talk about what do we say that encourages people, that will really help them in their lives. Well, we want to do more that will help more people for longer periods of time. And I do believe if something helps somebody, it lasts forever. I believe that. But if somebody said something to you today and you say, whoa, that is really good. Thank you. I can use that. That's what we're looking for. That's the kind of thing we want to do. To say, to do, to a facial expression, a tone of voice that does more for someone else than maybe we've ever done for them before. And it will last longer. And not only will it last longer, but it will give them something that they can share with somebody else, that they can pass on to somebody else. Because when somebody says something to me or does something for me that really helps me, I want to share it with someone else. It's very powerful when we think about the life that we can have filled with helping others and have an impact. I'll never forget, I'm sure I don't have the words exactly right, but it was an interview with Dr. Billy Graham a few years before he died. I believe at the time he was around 90 years old. I don't remember exactly. You might have heard it and you could say exactly when it was. But what really hit me was this, and I paraphrase his words. He said, I look back on my life and sometime I wonder if I really did anything that had meaning, that helped people. I was astounded to hear him say that, because I never met Dr. Billy Graham, but I loved him. I don't know of anyone in our modern day who's had the kind of impact he had, but yet he was always questioning, has it had an impact? What can I do? There was a man who died about 3 years ago named Jim Purcell that I was very close to for over 40 years. Jim Purcell had a company called, it was Purcell Technologies, but he made all these specialty fertilizers that helped so many people grow in crops and yards and everything else. And every time I would meet with Jim, he would always ask the same question. He said, how can we do more? How can we do more to help more people? I don't know how many hundreds of times he asked me that question. I think about it more than I ever have. And I would always say, Jim, you're doing so much. You're doing great. You're helping so many people. But now I know what he meant. When Jim was getting older, when Jim was going through some hard times and had Alzheimer's, he said one day in tears, and I love this man, he said in tears, you know, there was so much that I wanted to do. So much more that I've thought about, because he had such a creative mind, a genius actually. And he said, it looks like it's going to be cut short. But I look forward to being with the Lord and being rejoined with Chris, my wife. She had been dead a little while, and with those we love. So he was always looking at a good side. But that question, how can we do more to help more people? Let's ask ourselves that question. What can I do? How can I do more that will help more people for a longer time? And I do believe that's not a question that will make us feel guilty or that will push us too much. It's just to make us think and then to put it in action. Do more to help more so there'll be more. Let's think about that. Do what we can today to help someone else. Thank you for joining in. See you next time.